Title: I ruined everything with one lie. Story: the night everything fell apart started with something small. A lie. Not a big one. At least, that's what I told myself. My girlfriend Emma and I had been together for almost 3 years. We met in college, moved into a small apartment together in Austin, and built a life that felt safe. Predictable in the best way. She trusted me. Completely. And I broke that trust in the dumbest way possible. It started when an old friend, Jessica, texted me out of nowhere. We hadn't talked in years. She was passing through town and asked if I wanted to grab coffee. I should have told Emma. There was nothing romantic between Jessica and me anymore. No feelings. No history that mattered. But for some reason, I didn't mention it. Why complicate things? I thought. So I told Emma I was working late. Instead, I met Jessica at a small bar downtown. We talked about old times, college memories, people we used to know. It was honestly harmless. But then something happened that changed everything. Emma walked in. Of all the bars in Austin, she walked into that one. Her eyes met mine across the room. And in that moment, I saw something I'd never seen before. Not anger. Not jealousy. Disappointment. Deep, silent disappointment. She didn't scream. She didn't make a scene. She just walked up to the table slowly. "Hey," she said quietly. Jessica immediately understood the situation and awkwardly grabbed her purse. "I should go." And just like that, she was gone, leaving Emma and me sitting there in the loudest silence I'd ever felt. "Why did you lie?" Emma asked. Not who is she, nor are you cheating, just that one question. And I didn't have a good answer, because the truth sounded stupid. I didn't want you to worry. She looked at me for a long moment. Then she nodded slightly. "You know what hurts the most?" she said. "It's not that you met another girl. It's that you thought lying was easier than telling me the truth." That sentence hit harder than any argument could, because she was right. Trust isn't destroyed by huge betrayals. Sometimes it's destroyed by small, selfish decisions. We drove home in silence that night. The apartment felt different when we walked in. Colder somehow. Emma went to the bedroom and closed the door. And for the first time in 3 years, I slept on the couch. The next morning, she sat across from me at the kitchen table. "Calm. Too calm. I need to know something," she said. "Is there anything else you haven't told me?" That question scared me more than anything. Because when trust cracks, people start questioning everything. Even the things that were always true. "No," I said. And this time, it was the truth. She looked at me carefully, like she was trying to decide if she still believed me. Finally, she sighed. "I don't know if this is something we could just move past." And that's when it really hit me. Relationships don't usually end with dramatic explosions. Sometimes they end quietly, with doubt, with distance, with one moment where someone realizes the person they trusted most isn't as honest as they thought. It's been 6 months since that night. Emma moved out 2 weeks later. We still talk sometimes. Not as a couple, just as two people who used to share everything. And the worst part? Nothing actually happened between me and Jessica. No cheating. No flirting. Just one stupid lie that made the truth impossible to believe. If I could go back and change one moment in my life, it would be the second I decided not to tell Emma where I was going.